you go, Tate. Carlos with the money shot.
Oh, and
There you go.
Oh, that hurts.
Attention shoppers.
No, we're not getting any audio.
Welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This
be
week
good.
you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. And produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers.
Well,
Bob's Thriftway
I guess
is
we're
your
still
local
waiting.
hometown grocery store. So for the freshest
good.
produce, the best meats,
everything else is
shop
good.
Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
It's a poor network. Okay. All right, fine. We're just gonna restart it.
Two-way school like us probably don't have the best Wi-Fi.
Come on. There we go.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of
Should be.
every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot
Let's
for a
see.
finish in a legendary way.
Should be good. All right. Looks like we got video back up. Thank goodness.
alrighty.
So, can you guys still hear me in the headsets?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
I can't either. So, we'll get to that. Let's see if we can do anything with it. I'll turn this up a little louder. Either way, we are back, and we are in mid-first quarter action here, late in the first quarter now. Well, Tatum has a 9-7 lead over New Mexico Military, comes away with a steal there. Coyotes back up the floor in transition, long pass over the head of Martinez and out of bounds back over to New Mexico Military. So, again, I'm Dusty Wyndham. Let's get everybody introduced again. To my left is Ava Slover. Ava, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. How are you, Dusty?
So I'm going to have you move the mic just a little bit closer again.
Okay, how's that?
There we go.
And to my left is
And here we
Derek.
are.
How you doing,
So
guys?
let me make sure that
I'm
we
the
are
cameraman.
good here. And of course, on her left is Derek Foltz. Derek, how you doing?
I'm good, Dusty. First day on the
Good,
job.
man. I don't know why we've lost our audio here in our headphones, but either way, we're going to keep going with the broadcast. Tatum up by one, 11-10. There's a minute 36 left here in this first quarter. We have a tie-up on the defensive play for Tatum. Just make sure we're all good. Seems like we're all good. Should be. And there we are. I'll get that fixed up momentarily. But the action so far, fast and furious, 1-0 Tatum Coyotes. Nimi's first game here as, let's see, they're the Broncos and JC, so they're the Colts here in high school ball. And there's a shot up and no good this time.
And
Rebound
good
grabbed
rebound.
by a Coyote.
That's
And number 21 is?
Justice Torres.
There you go.
Spencer with
And
the
another shot short this time.
sold.
And another offensive rebound. The offensive rebounds have been huge so far in this first quarter for the Coyotes. And we'll hope they continue with that trend as I will look again to get our audio working here in our headsets. I think we should be good. Well, we should be, but we're not yet. So let's see. You tell me if you hear anything coming up.
I can.
And no. Still not. Let's try it this way. Let's try it there. Maybe. Either way, we're going to figure this out eventually, folks, and get everything going. I don't know
with the two.
what has changed. We heard each other before we actually got on air. Now we don't. So
Then he went for the three.
we'll continue on with it. A three put up and drained here. Okay, our levels, I'm loud. Ava's got to come up just a little. I got to come up just a little. There we go. There we go. Should be good. Now let's try a little bit here. And we'll continue to go. So we're almost to the end of the first quarter with live radio technical difficulties. We're having a blast with it. Again, it is HobbsAmerica.com where you're listening to us at. Let me bring these back down and hope we get either way. Another shot put up outside by New Mexico Military. They're going to jack it up from the perimeter quite a bit. It looks like there's a drive and a steal, as that is number 15. And I'll pull this up as we'll try to get things going. And I get into the dashboard to get the score up on the board. Here we are. So at the end of one, which we have the time for, it is 13-11. New Mexico Military in the lead over your hometown Coyotes. Guys, we'll be back with some thoughts on the first quarter in just a moment.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Daniel Pulaski.
Still got
Canyon Kirby, I think he just got put on, did he?
Yes, sir.
Spencer in the corner. Oh, come on.
So shoots the
For
three.
the three.
All right, we are
Oh,
back
gosh.
once again. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can you hear us?
No, I cannot hear y'all, but that's okay. We're going to just keep moving on and get this broadcast going. 13-11 is your score in New Mexico Military Institute with the lead, and I'm going to switch my headset up here. That way I can hear.
Looks like Canyon's on ball. We're doing a full court press right now. I think man right now.
And so we
Cooper
are
on
back
point.
again.
I don't know.
New Mexico
there.
Military
They
with the
let him
basketball
through.
to
I think they're
begin
gonna need
quarter
some
number
help.
2.
And
And they
bucket.
sink it.
And they've scored yet again, has New Mexico Military. They're moving the ball pretty well inside, got a little bit of the size advantage. Is that what you're seeing?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Good deal.
We're definitely contesting them with our ball movement, though, right now. We're running a pretty good offense. And there goes Spencer Whitman for a small drive and kind of juking him out.
Well, we will see what we can do the rest of the way. Again, we're having a little trouble hearing one another, but we're going to continue the broadcast as,
With a drive.
you know, the show
and a
must go
bucket.
on.
There we
The
go.
show must always go on.
Grand slam.
Tatum will score it there. It's 15-13. So now let me get back into the scoreboard here. 15-13 New Mexico Military as they'll come right back up the floor off the glass.
Deming with
and
the money
good.
shot.
Nobody stepping up defensively that time for Tatum, and somebody's going to have to get a hand up.
Absolutely. That number 1 is very aggressive in the paint, though. I got to give him that. It looks like Jordan White wanted to drive there, but he missed it.
There we go.
Kicking the ball out. There goes Cooper Kirby. Spencer Whitman with another drive and a bucket.
And hopefully we'll get some more audio coming our way here momentarily. Now we are at a 17-15 score as they've gotten that going. And now the Coyotes with a little bit of defense going to have to watch for the interior pass.
And there goes number one with the
I've
drive.
seen a couple of good backdoor cuts, but nobody on the backside this time.
And
now
no
there it is.
switch.
And they'll come up with a layup. No
Looks
good.
like Jordan White almost got it.
With a score. 19-15 and a timeout called here. Going to be a 20-second TO taken by New Mexico Military. We're going to take another break and be back in just a few moments. Again, you're listening to Coyote Basketball right here on HobbsAmerica.com.
The Tatum Schools are a proud sponsor of this live broadcast. Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and the dedication in your community, you've made all of Tatum and Lee County very proud. All your hard work is paying off, Coyotes. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. For more details about Tatum Schools, please log on to tatumschools.org.
Looks like a small fumble by Spencer Whitman there, passed into Carlos Martinez and a bucket missed.
Well, we are back once again here in Tatum, New Mexico. Again, I'm Dusty Wyndham. Thanks for being here with us as New Mexico Military is now going for a charge, but they have a 4-point lead here. It was a good take down there.
That was, wasn't it? Carlos did a good job taking that charge.
Getting heated out there.
Yep.
So it will be Martinez to inbound as I get my roster pulled back up again. And for the Coyotes, bringing the ball down the floor will be number 3, and that is Daniel Palacios. Palacios over into the corner on the far side. And now back up top, Spencer Whitman. And into the corner yet again. Is that 22?
Kicked out to Daniel
Is that what I thought?
Palacios.
No, 21. Excuse me. That's Justice Torres.
And Spencer with the
Hey,
bucket.
there's a shot for the Coyotes. Still will fall. And New Mexico Military with a player down. And Ava, tell us what you've seen so far in the game.
I mean, so far I've seen us fight them pretty well, especially because of the size difference. I mean, number 21 out there, he is killing us in the paint, but we're doing a good job collapsing on our defense whenever we can. I've definitely seen a couple risky shots by Spencer Whitman today, but he's pulling it off really well. We definitely need to start feeding the paint a little bit better inside, keeping our ball movement on, and keep our defense up because number 1 is a really aggressive point guard.
Yeah, it really has been. They've been able to get the ball inside to Kuluulu, number 21 for the Colts, several times. Now back out. They've shot it well from the perimeter so far, and a good defensive play here by the Coyotes. Almost getting the steal that time was Duffy. He's got a little speed. I saw him play a little football this year.
Oh, yeah, he's a fast one. We definitely had a little trouble with him. I know Coach Slover had us practice against JV boys last year a little bit. Gosh, he gave us a lot of trouble.
So it will be Nemi to inbound here. The Colts will bring it back up, and that at the free throw line, pulling up, taking his shot, and scoring yet again is number 1, and he's been a lot of their offense so far in the game. And I just deleted his roster, of course, that's about right. Trying to work on some audio issues that we're having here, not everybody can hear everybody here in the headset, so it's a little bit different for us right now, but we'll continue to work on that. Hey, there's another long shot and another rebound for the Colts. Here we go back up the floor. There is a collision there and a whistle.
What time is it, Ava?
And that's going to be a big play there.
Yam time. You're supposed to say yam
Oh,
time.
definitely got him, man. That's solid. And as hard as he got hit during football season, he took a lick right there, did Martinez.
He must be used to it at this point.
Yeah.
No kidding. After
no
the Logan
helmet,
game.
though. It's a little different, right?
Right. I don't know. That number 1 is a good point guard, though. I have to give him that. You can see him read the defense on his way down.
He is. So far, he's been really good. And he's pretty much penetrated when he wanted to. The kick out there for the quarter 3.
Jordan White with the rebound.
Unable to fall here for the Colts, and coming back up the floor are the Coyotes. And almost an intercepted pass there. Now the three put up, and it is good. That's Whitman with the trade.
Looks like we're trying to run a zone full court press right now. Not as aggressive, probably. Daniel Palacios let him go by him. Running a zone
And they're
defense
wide open
on
out
us.
there as the zone sagged a little too much that time. But Coyotes lucky, the shot is missed. So here we are now. Whitman looking to find his way in, and he's guarded by the aforementioned number 1, whose name I'm about to pull up yet again. The call will go against him as a pretty good collision there. And you got to create contact a lot of times when you're driving towards the bucket.
Absolutely, and we were a rushing team this year for football, so we learned how.
Amen. And it was a tough year at times for the Coyotes, but had a lot of fun, man. I went to places I've never been in New Mexico this year with football.
Oh, yeah.
It was a good time. The Alamo Navajo game, first game of the year for you guys. That was
Long
an
drive.
experience. I was on top of the press box.
On top?
Yeah.
And there goes Duffy with a bucket.
So another big shot there, giving the Coyotes a lead here at 22-21, their first lead since early in the first quarter. And there's Kululu with the left hand. Defense a little lax getting back.
We are just lacking that height today. I mean, we can't hardly compete with him. If we had a stronger defense on him, maybe. But we're doing the best we can right now.
Yeah, you know,
And Jordan White with a jump
there's
shot.
a good shot inside. That is a big shot, really, to regain the lead there by number 5, Jordan White. So here we go, yet again. Let me get back over to Nimmy's roster so we can talk a little bit. Jacob Hayes is the young man's name. He is a junior. They don't miss.
Jordan White gets the rebound. Spencer Whitman going. He's got a couple of people. He's got a trail on him. There we go.
Nothing but green
That
for
is where a
Spencer.
lot of basketball happens, is in transition. You get a stop and a score. The defensive stop, everybody can start moving, and it looks like Tatum can move the ball in transition. They look a little tired out there, though.
Just a little bit. I think we're going to need a timeout by the end of this half, but we got it under control if we just keep moving like we're moving. Especially our defense keeping it as tough as it is right now.
Hayes is having all kinds of trouble, finally gets it kicked out. And now they'll
And
try to go
Justice
back
Torres
over.
fights for the rebound. Oh, we almost got that.
And the shot up and off.
And he
back iron,
misses
no
it.
good.
Oh.
He'll grab the rebound back out again to Carper. Lackey,
And there goes
excuse me.
Jordan White with
And
the rebound.
finally a board.
21 going through us.
So Tatum gets it back. They're up 26-23. And they'll look to add to that lead here. There's a minute 35 left in this second quarter. The three up, no good. Kudalulu with another rebound there. Just too big.
Yeah, inside the paint.
Get back into the interface so I can start adding the score back up. As New Mexico Military with 23, your Coyotes with 26, an airballed outside shot that time. And that's going to help out the Coyotes as they'll get the ball back here with about a minute 14 to play. No shot clock in high school ball still. And I'm a big proponent of a shot clock. I really like the idea. Push the pace.
Yeah.
I know, everybody plays zone and all that.
Right.
I'm from Hobbs. It's a full court press the entire game. You know, they used to have the national scoring average record. They averaged 114 a game.
Yeah, I know we started off with a full court press this game, but we kind of pulled it back to a half. I think it's partly because our boys are getting a little bit tired out there. I mean, tiny school like us, we don't have too many players that are experienced.
Yeah, very much so. And you know, some of these guys are in a little bit of shape because of football season. Some of these guys just getting into their season. You can see they're winded a bit out here.
Oh, you could say that. I know Coach Rios has been working them out even throughout the summer and everything, especially the ones who only play basketball. He definitely has a philosophy of just play hard, for sure.
Well, that's always fun. I like a team that'll run up and down the floor. It's exciting for me. That's what I grew up watching.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, now I'm getting more accustomed to the zone defense and the outside shot. You know, the three-pointer wasn't a key component in basketball. I mean, it was there, but it wasn't utilized as much as teams do nowadays. You look at Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, teams like that. They're going to shoot as much as they can.
Right. I will say, as a spectator, full court press is a lot more fun to watch, but as a player, it's a lot harder to run.
Yeah. Hey, Derek, if you can, please. That little gold piece on the side, take it out of the one it's in and move it to the one next to it, if you don't mind, in the camera. No, on the same side. It'll be number 4 or number 1. And we'll see if that kills the crowd noise. The crowd noise is big right now here.
Cooper Kirby with another
Tatum High
bucket.
School. There's a big shot up. Just a 2-point shot this time to make it 28-23. Do you know who hit that one?
Cooper Kirby.
There you go, Cooper Kirby.
Is that better for y'all? Is that better for y'all?
They're going to let me know now back at the station they can hear it as we're still in our headsets. And we'll try that.
Looks like Jordan White's putting pressure on 21, but he's still
Just the
got that
size
edge.
of the leak. His arms are as long as some of the players on the Coyote side, it seems like. And he's been able to get to the bucket at will. A missed layup and a defensive rebound now grabbed by New Mexico Military. So they'll come back up to 4.
And
I
there
think they
goes
want to
Duffy
push the
catching
pace a
that
little bit
fumble.
and try to wear Tatum out.
Oh, yes, sir. And number 1 definitely has the stamina to do that to us. Not only is he fast, but he's kept it up this whole half.
Absolutely. Got about 8 seconds left in this first half. And the Coyotes now with the basketball are going to try to get the last shot off. It is up, and it is airballed. So at the end of the first half, and we're going to take a long break here, trying to get our audio issues figured out. It's 28-25. The Coyotes in the lead, and we'll be back with some thoughts on the first half in just a few moments.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for your customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
All right, we are back once again here in Tatum, New Mexico. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I have with me 2 new faces, Ava Slover, Derek Fultz, and well, Tatum does have a lead at the end of the first half, but they struggled there, trailed much of the second quarter. And what are you seeing out there? You're a former player. You're watching and engaging the offense and the D out there. So what are you seeing?
I think right now we're wearing ourselves out. That guy in the paint, he's tearing us up. We did a good job, especially in the first quarter, of collapsing our defense whenever they would try and feed him the ball. Number 1's given us a lot of trouble too, though, their point guard. He's reading our defense left and right. He is a very, very valuable player for NMMI, definitely in this game for sure. I think we, whenever we were running our full court press, we did tire him out a little bit, but that number 1 just got past us so quickly.
Yeah, we weren't able to trap him at all out there, and which is really one of the first things you want to do in a press, of course.
Exactly, especially with a point guard like that. But he just, man, not only does he have the speed, but he has the stamina to just take us out right there. And like I said, he just reads our defense so quickly. I think we went into a zone a little bit at the end of the second quarter, and then we went back to our man, which is what we're mainly running right now. But like I said, for the first quarter, we did a really good job of our defense. And then towards the end of the second quarter, we kicked it back up and kind of got ourselves back into the shape. I bet Coach Rios yelled at him a little bit and got him back up there.
It's always fun at half, right? You know,
Right.
Derek, of course, you see some of your teammates from football season out there, and they've got some legs out there. But what are you seeing? You think Tatum's going to be able to hold them off?
I'm definitely seeing something out there. I mean,
yeah, that's about it, right? You know, it's been a little tough. The point guard, as you said, he's getting just about anything he wants. I think when they did switch to zone for the Coyotes, the perimeter players are sagging in a little too much and leaving wide open shots out from three-point range. Also, another thing I've seen is down here, it's almost like they can't buy a bucket. I don't know what the exact percentage is, but a lot of missed shots from inside and outside. They're going to have to get better looks.
Yeah, I know a player I didn't anticipate to be able to get a shot off was Cooper Kirby because he's about my height, but he's gotten, I think, 2 or 3 buckets so far. Yeah. I was expecting Jordan White to be able to make a move in there for sure. He had a couple good jump shots, and then our perimeter hasn't been on this game as well as I'd like it to be. But it looks like Spencer Whitman got us a 3 or 2 out there. So we're doing a good job. We just got to kick it up a little bit and get our ball movement a little bit better. Maybe come out, run a screen, something they don't expect.
Hopefully so. Now, Derek, here's the million-dollar question, man. Why aren't you out there playing?
Oh, that's a real question. But my ankle, I twisted it a couple months ago. It still hasn't fully healed. And plus, I'm just terrible at basketball. Straight up with you right there.
Man, you play basketball like I do, you know, with your thumbs, right?
Oh,
you know,
on 2K.
Video game. We'll get a 2K tournament going on sometime, man. We'll see who's got some skills out there. But at the half, it is 28-25. Your Coyotes over New Mexico Military. We're going to take another quick break. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Western States Insurance.
Why choose Western States Insurance as your independent insurance agent? Because Western States Insurance is more than an insurance agency. They're a people agency dedicated to the insurance needs of their customers. Western States Insurance is large enough to provide the products you demand and small enough to offer you personal service.
We've got you covered. Western States Insurance.
Call 396-1318 or go by 212 North Love in Lovington.
Let's get going once again. I'm Dusty Wyndham. Thank you again, folks, for being here. And watching this broadcast of Tatum Coyote basketball it is the New Mexico Military Institute with the basketball. Looks like they're going to try to go inside again. And here we go with the same point guard trying to make his space down there. He will kick it out and floating and airballing a shot from about 6 feet are the Colts. Here comes Martinez back up the floor. Nice pass underneath.
And Spencer Whitman with the bucket.
Easy bucket there for the Coyotes. So that's a big shot there for Tatum. And that'll give them a 32-27 lead as I get back into my interface yet again. And it is New Mexico Military with the basketball again. Let me get number 1's name, Jacob Hayes. So Hayes is the point guard. He's going to pull up from the top. This one halfway down for it rattles out, and the rebound grabbed again by the Coyotes. So here comes Tatum back up the floor. And they'll look to set up an offense. A little more deliberate here. It looks a little more organized on the offensive set that time for the Coyotes, and they are able to get a bucket down low.
Alrighty. I mean, I don't know if you can hear me because I can't hear you right now, but it looks like we're finally running an offense that I definitely like seeing a little bit better, where we're moving not only the ball, but our players around a little bit, kind of getting Nemi's defense moved out of the paint a little all around. I think that's where we're going to be able to score the most because a lot of Nemi's faster players are on the perimeter. We can run a little screen and switch.
I agree with you. I do. Here we go again.
And Justice Torres pulls up for the 3 and sinks it.
Let me update this stuff. As now your Coyotes have a 37-27 lead, a 10-point lead here in the third quarter. 5:16 remains here, and they whistle as that ball. They're going to call the foul actually against number 3 for the Coyotes, who is?
That is Daniel Palacios. I think he hacked him a little bit. I'm not gonna dispute that call for sure.
You know what? That's after my own heart right there. I never give the officials credit, although I will say this. That's a tough job, and I wouldn't want to do it.
Oh, for sure. My brother's an official, and I can tell you he's gotten a little talking to a couple of times.
It is tough. So there goes Hayes inside the
and there he is, just shooting right over us.
He was high off the glass that time. It rattles off front iron when it comes out.
Oh, gosh.
And then Palacios turns it over.
And just passed it a little bit over their other player's head to miss the layup. Looks like Carlos Martinez did a good job defending number 2 on that one. And they're full court pressing us this half.
Yeah, which kind of surprises me because I didn't feel like they had the legs to do so.
Me neither. You wouldn't think it, especially since they didn't start out that way, but.
So, Coyotes now with the basketball, a 10-point
And
lead. Make it 12 as that's another bucket there for your Coyotes. And that gentleman's name is?
That is Jordan White. And it almost looks like we're running a short corner offense at this point. Maybe a 5-out type of situation, but.
Look at the knowledge. That's some serious knowledge, folks. Don't sleep on Ava, folks. There is a foul called underneath there against the Coyotes as we're at a 39-27 score. And we'll update that there. Third quarter action here in Tatum at the Coyote Den. And heading to the line will be New Mexico Military Institute, the Colts here. And that is number 3, I believe, or 2, Diego Martinez. Man, action's fast and furious. Of course, first basketball broadcast of the season here. And I'll tell you, so far, everything just a little bit odd for us. But we will get all the bugs worked out because we'll have another game here in about 10 days or so. I think it is the... I don't know, it's like the 12th, I think, for the next home game here.
I would like to say the 12th. I'm not 100% sure. I know we have a game on the 18th here, but other than that, I have not memorized the schedule. And it looks like Duffy got trapped up there, and I think he fouled him. So
I thought he came away with the steal pretty clean. Must have held his guy off. On the whistle is the only thing I can think of there. So now.
Oh, no, it was on black. We're good to go.
Oh, so it was a hold there.
Yes,
Tatum
sir.
will get the ball back here with an 11-point lead. And, you know, I've been told that Tatum is going to be a pretty solid squad this year. They're looking at state title aspirations.
Yes, sir, they are. Coach Rios is very, very dedicated to the sport. I know he played college ball a little bit his freshman year for sure. And they got us on that trap at the top, man.
So.
And we miss it, and we lost the rebound.
Turnovers will kill you. We know that for a fact.
Spencer Whitman's pulling out the fancy stuff out here. I think we got to push it just a little bit quicker down the court so that we can get some shots off. And deep three by Anthony Duffy, just missed it. Jordan fought number 21 for the rebound, and he lost that, but headed back down.
So what we're getting here with the defense, we have settled more into the zone here. Obviously, the perimeter players playing a little bit tougher. The quickness of Hayes, though, he's been able to get just about anywhere he wants. He's got a little size, too. There's Kululu with a backdoor cut again. You see him run that offense. It's almost like Princeton used to run in NCAA ball. Coyotes will turn it over there. Hayes gets to it.
Oh, gosh.
And there will be a block called there as not getting set in time were the Coyotes.
Yes, very good attack by number 1, though.
Yeah, Coach Ralph Tasker, the legend in Hobbs, of course.
Yeah.
You say this. Good things happen when you take the ball to the basket.
Yes, sir.
You know, you're going to score. You're going to get fouled a lot of times. You're going to get your shots. You're going to get your points. And looks like right now the Mexico military all over that. He's scoring at will.
Yes, sir. He's kind of taking us to court on these shots.
So maybe one of the better guards Tatum will see all season early on, which is a good thing.
Right.
You don't want to see that in district. Of course, district is a ways off, and that's what all this is for, to prepare yourselves for that. And hopefully the Coyotes can, get that momentum going here. Derek, right now it is a 7-0 run by New Mexico Military. So here we are again with all our difficulties. We're still powering through on the broadcast here. I'm Dusty Windham, Ava Slover, Derek Folse with me. Right now, Tatum has seen a 10-point lead turn into a now 3-point deficit, I believe, or is it 4? 49-45 is what we have on the board. And Tatum is trailing with 5:01 to go in the game by just the 4 points. As we are into fourth quarter action, we've had all kinds of trouble with the stream, but we're going to keep on rocking it here. Ava, that's a big shot right there.
Yes, sir, that is a big shot right there. And it looks like they put number 21 back in right when our big guy went out, Jordan White, number 5. So I think we're definitely going to have to play really tough defense on this.
Yeah, that was a huge three. Again, Tatum led 39 to 29, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
52-45 now your score. As several turnovers and some poor shot selection kind of hurt Tatum there a little bit. Hayes with the basketball. He's a warrior. Been in here the whole game.
Looks like
and
we
they'll
got,
go down low to Kalu'ulu. Kalu'ulu now outside. That is going to be Martinez. Diego Martinez, another bucket. 54 now to 45, and Tatum's going to have to get some shots to fall.
We're definitely going to have to get some shots to fall. I think if Canyon will fire that one off and sink it, we could have gotten that one. Our defense is going to have to stay strong down there, though, because I think the tallest one we have out there is Justice Torres, and I don't think he clears 6'5", so.
So there we go. Now we've got all kinds of things going. We got a timeout here. 4 minutes to go, half a quarter. They trail by 11 do the Coyotes to New Mexico Military Institute here. They score at 56-45. So far, what do you think has been the #1 downfall for Tatum
I think our downfall probably has been our offense and our ball movement. We've stayed pretty tough on defense the whole time. I would like to see us tighten up like we were at the end of the first half and kind of the beginning of the first quarter. But I would definitely say our ball movement is what's killing us. I know in our game against Gateway the other night we did a pretty good job, and we ended up actually winning that game. So I'm hoping we can get back to that level that we were performing at. We do have a lot of young players, though. I think we have 3 seniors, and we lost one the other night at Gateway because he sprained his ankle. But with just not a lot of experience out there.
Well, I'll tell you, I'd like to see what the actual points off of turnovers is in this game, because I think that's been the big thing. You said offense, you're right. can't get the ball down the floor, you can't get a shot up, it's not going to be productive. But the defense, you got to give credit to the New Mexico military side. Their defense has been pretty salty, and they do have some length. I mean, even out on the guard in the guard position, they have size.
I mean, the first thing I noticed whenever they got in the gym was that they were a tall team, and I was a little bit worried because I think at the end of that third quarter there, we had Cooper Kirby guarding number 21, and I think Daniel and Canyon, and they're about as tall as I am, so we definitely have to get some more height in there, and it looks like Jordan correctly. We do a pretty good job at beating it.
I also see the only people bringing the ball up
Better.
game today, three-man crews, but
Right.
they're doing good.
On his inside shoulder.
The pig,
Yes, sir.
you know, he's been able to follow him. And that could have factored into it a bit. Looked like y'all were a little gassed at the end too.
Yes, obviously once Carlos got hurt, he cut into our depth. So, but that's what it's about. We're having a sophomore and a junior playing his second varsity game, having to run the team and finish out a game. So, happy with their growth. Obviously, it is. Naming is tough, man. They're just their length. Obviously, for a team like us, that we're so short, their length is tough.
Now you've already played a game before this,
yes.
So you're 1-1 on the year, and you've got just road contest after road contest coming up before you're back here, like on the 12th, I believe.
Yes.
Is when you're back here. Who's your next opponent?
We go to Capitan tomorrow. We'll short rest, get up, enjoy that beautiful bus ride to Ruidoso or Lincoln. So, but
tell you what, in the summertime, you'd love that. Right now, maybe
yes.
not so much.
Definitely not.
What do you know about Capitan? I know it's early in the season. Don't know if you've been able to.
We don't know much. We just know what we know from last year. They'll definitely be a different challenge. They'll play some man-to-man. They'll trap. They'll be definitely it'll be a little more like the second half of our game today. They'll get up and down more. Yes. So.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to be here for all your home games. We'll be here for all of district as well. I'll have these two, Derek and Ava, with me.
You're lucky to have
them. They're better than I am at that. So, and also, I think you've got a game at Dora we're going to do as well this season. So it's HobbsAmerica.com is where we're at, man. We appreciate you coming up even after the loss. I tried not to ask you any tough questions anyways.
Well, I appreciate it.
I'm not smart enough to ask them, so that's really what it is. So, Coach, thanks a lot for coming
Thank you for making the trip, and we'll be seeing you around.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Coach.
So there you have it, straight from Coach's mouth and his thoughts on tonight's contest. Tatum falls short in the end, 57-52. And Ava, much like Coach said and what we talked about most of the second half, turnovers and poor shooting really doomed the Coyotes in this one.
Yes, sir, they certainly did. I do think that we have nowhere to go but up from here, and our team is very good at making improvements, and they've improved even since last year. We lost a lot of seniors, a lot of really good players, and a lot of height with Mason Brown being gone. He was definitely very tall compared to the rest of us, but we tore it up out there, and I think we've learned, and we're going to keep learning, and we're hopefully going to tear Capitan up tomorrow.
Well, that's what these pre-district games are for, to get your team ready for the battle to enter the playoffs. And once the playoffs hit, it's anybody's game. You know that as well as anybody, I'm sure, Derek.
Yes, sir.
How you feel about the next few weeks coming up for Tatum?
Well, we definitely, like Ava said,